Howdy folks, Mackie here with Mackie Red Horsemanship once again, and I'm going to introduce you to a little filly that I just got not too long ago. We call her Mona. She's just two, but I'm going to work with her for I don't know 3-4 months or so, and see how she goes. But I'm going to put her up for sale when I'm done working her, getting her started, and so you'll have an opportunity to watch that process and be thinking about whether you think you'd like to have her or not. And then at the end of that process, I will kind of put her up for sale, kind of a little auction here down the road. But I'm wearing my head cam, that's why you see my fingers across the top of it all the time. But I'm going to catch her. She hasn't been hardly handled any at all. She's just came off a ranch in Tularosa, New Mexico, and she's just as sweet as she can be, but she's just fearful of people and lots of other things. And we'll help her get past that. But I'm going to try to catch her here with the lead rope and halter, and I'll tell you right now, I failed because it's not going to happen. So I wind up having to rope her. And she's been roped before because that's how I had to catch her the first time. But I just haven't spent a lot of time with her since she's been here. So she's just a little fearful, and that's okay. It's not that big a deal. The biggest problem most people make is they make it a big deal, and then she'll always be afraid. So if we don't make it a big deal here, it won't be a big deal to her. But I've worked her in the round pen only one other time, trying to get her to come to me and realize that I'm not going to hurt her, and I'm trying to be her buddy. And so she takes off and she goes and jumps in the stall in the barn. There's no big deal. The one thing I don't want to do is get her all spooked in the barn and have her crashing and stuff and get herself hurt. So I'm going to walk in the barn, but I'm going to give her the opportunity just to get out. And you see how she's really kind of jumpy. So I'm just going to walk past her, and she goes out the door, and I'll pick up the rope. So we'll go out and see about roping her, see if we can get that done. We don't get much of that done either, to be honest with you. I don't want to log on to her and jerk her down or anything, so if I miss, I don't make a big deal about that either. And if I don't make a big deal about it, then she'll never get nervous whenever somebody pulls down a rope. For example, somebody may want to rope off of her, and so if I don't make the rope a bad thing, then later on in her education, it won't feel like a bad thing to her either. Whenever somebody pulls it down to rope a calf or rope a steer or whatever it might be. So she's going to go up here. She's going to go back up in that corner, and she's going to zip by me. And I'm going to try to flip the rope up over her, but I miss. And she'll do the same thing. She's going to just head back to the barn. I dropped 2 or 3 coils on my hand. There she goes, and there's my miss. So no big deal. We'll just go get her. Now, I'm going through all of this, and I could have cut all that out, but I want you to understand that things aren't probably always going to go quite the way that you plan on it. So, I want you to see that things don't always go the way the guy hopes. The worst thing that you can do is get worried about it, or get upset, get nervous, and really try to go out after the worst. So we lose our temper. It's just a part of the deal.
I'm quite sure you're not getting enough.
I want you to see all that. I could cut all that out, but then I don't think I'm really showing you anything, and you probably saw in other posts that I've done that really irritates me when I get a DVD or I'm watching something online and they take part of it out or they edit it. Because I don't know what happened during the edit. Did they catch the horse? Did they do something with the horse so that when we come back the horse is completely different? See, I don't know. And, so I try not to cut or edit any of the video that I show you so that you'll be able to see it.
Now you're gonna have days that make you.
So I've got a few coils I'm dropping because it's going to be a long throw. And of course I'm going to miss again.
And you're gonna have night after
But
night
not by much.
that won't let you
And again she
down.
heads back to the barn.
Long
No
after
big deal.
morning comes around.
But here's what I'm going to do this time. In the barn,
I'm quite
I
sure
just,
you'll be
she didn't
getting
come out of the barn as quickly this
crazy
next
thing
time.
we
And so
call
I just made a small loop and I just tossed that loop right there in the barn. She didn't act like she wanted to come out. You'll see her, she'll back up into that corner.
Yes, I'm quite sure you'll
So I
be
thought, well,
getting
yeah, if I just make a little loop I can toss it over.
crazy thing we call
I did. I kind of fish it up over her ears. She doesn't get too nervous. She doesn't try to stampede through me or hurt me. And she's been touched, she's been handled a little bit, so she's not too worried about me rubbing her on the face. So we just slip that up over her ear, and then we have her caught. No big deal. And then from here, I'm just going to lead her out to the round pen and going to start, I'll just start working her in the round pen, teaching her to be caught. And this video is kind of long, so I've split it up into three. It'll be in 3 different videos. So I think this is titled Mona number 1 or part 1. Then there'll be a part 2 and a part 3. And that's Quincy over there, the buckskin tied up against the trailer. He and I would just come back from a ride, and
baby's wet, temper shattered.
that's why he's tied up over there.
The plane lurched.
Yeah, she turned around and ran off from me, and rather than hang on to that rope and get a rope burn, you know, the rope's about,
Claim
it's
my
probably about
bags
50,
from
60 feet
baggage
long.
claim.
So, you know, it's easy for me to just walk over there and pick up the rope. So, again, if she runs off, I don't want to try to throttle her down. I want her just to
Round
understand
and
that
round,
I'm not going to hurt her.
round and around, round and
So
round,
she's going to run off here, and I'm just going to hang on to the end of the rope. This
round and
paddock that she's in is not terribly big, so I can pretty much just stop her. And as she tries to get away, she's got to learn that when that rope is on, there's no running. So I just hold on to it and get her to come toward me. You see her walking forward there. So once I do have her caught, she's got to learn that being caught means you got to stay put. You can't be trying to jerk the rope out of my hands. Wherever I go is where you're going to go. She tries to get out. I just hold on to it.
Brave and small.
Trying to jerk her off her feet. Anything like that right now. Getting her to move forward. That girl. So just all this takes time. The big important thing here is don't get in a hurry, and by all means don't get upset. This horse only knows what he knows, or she knows, and it's not her fault. So for us to get upset or angry with her isn't going to do any good, and it's just going to make for a very long day for us. So I rub her when I can, and my big deal there is trying to get her to the round pen without either one of us getting in a wreck. I rub on her every now and then when you see this. I'll rub her up over her head, around her ears, just getting her ready for when I'm going to put the halter on her. And someday when she wears a bit and a bridle, she won't be fearful of my hands. She can tell that ear's fixed on me. Of course, this is the first time she's seen me with this camera on my head, so that's going to be a little bit strange too. So this time I'm just going to keep her a little closer. Before I had her out there about 10 or 12 feet behind me. This time I'm just
feet heart chimed and shouted. The old man pulled it from the claim. My bags appeared, and I did the same.
Now we're gonna make our way to the round pin.
Round and round and round and around.
She gets behind this gate a little bit.
Round and round and round and round.
You would think that the horse would know that, right? They could just step around that, but they don't always. So, especially early on in their training. So get the gate closed now and take the rope off. And then we'll start working on the round pin. And many of you, if you've been watching any of my videos, you've seen me do my round pin work. And that's basically what we're going to do here. And I'll explain it to you as we go along. What we're trying to get accomplished. But when I take this rope off of her, she doesn't run off. She just kind of waits around. And matter of fact, she follows me around here for a little bit as I look for I'll pick up my stick and string here in a bit. And she just follows me around. The last thing that you want to do, if your horse is willing to follow you around, is to get to the center of the round pin and run your horse off. That's going to defeat everything you're trying to do here. I'm trying to teach this horse to be caught or to catch me. So the last thing I want to do is get to the center of this round pin and instantly run this horse off. If she follows me, I'm going to wait. And she does, so I'm going to pet her. Let her know that that was a very good thing. Her following me is a good thing. And when I ask her to go off, I'm going to ask her to go very gently. Ask her to go gently. Now she's been round pin one time before, and she let me catch her, and that's why I thought I wouldn't have any trouble. And so that's why I turned her out in that paddock. But she obviously needs some more help learning how to be caught. So I'm just going to work her here in the round pin at a trot, and eventually we'll work at a canter just so that I can get her to breathe. So if I can get her to breathe, and I can get her thinking. You've probably heard me say before, the quickest way to a horse's heart is through her lungs. So if I can get her breathing and get her thinking about me. Now the video camera is far enough away from the horse that it's going to be very difficult for you to see if the horse licks and chews. But when the horse does, we're going to ease off on the pressure. I look for three things. I look for a horse to fix its inside ear on me, which you can see in this video that she has already. The second thing I look for is for her to lick and chew. That means she's beginning to settle down, to slow down, and beginning to think. And then the third thing I look for is for the horse to lower its head to the ground. These are all three signs of submission. Her trying to figure out what I want, and then trying to do that, which eventually here is I want her to just stop, turn, and look at me. And when she does, I'll let her rest. So I'm going to let her go here for a while at a trot. And then here shortly, we'll speed this piece up with a canter. And the way I get the horse to do that is the same way I got it to walk. And that is I point, then I cluck at the horse. If the horse doesn't move, then I'll flip my string at him. So you saw my string go out there, and that's me asking Mona to canter. So off she goes. Every time she stops to a trot or slows down to a trot, I'm going to encourage her to move forward by pointing, clucking, and then I kind of slap my string on the ground. You can't see my hands or my either one of them, but you can see the string every now and then come out there, and that's going to happen when she slows down to a trot. So she's maintaining her canter pretty good all around the round pin. She's changing leads every now and then. And I think what's going to happen here pretty quick is I'm going to ask her to stop, and then I'm just immediately going to have her go the opposite direction. But I want her to turn in toward me when I ask for that move, because I always want her to learn to look at me. That her hind end facing me is always a bad thing, and she's going to be corrected for that. So I'm always going to try to encourage her to face me first and then go off the other direction. Just want to keep her cantering here for a little bit. And I'm not sure if this head camera is the best way to do it, but I did it on this video. You guys can let me know what you think. If you think it makes you dizzy or sick or something, well, I can mount it someplace else. I think it's another time or two around, and then I'm going to ask her to come to me. And I think that pretty much finishes up this part of the video, actually. And I'll get the second part up probably tomorrow or the next day. I want her to canter around here on her own without me pushing her, so that she just knows I wanted her to go. And she did really well, so I'm asking her to trot. You can't see, but she's licked and chewed in this process somewhere. I think we got one more time around, then she's going to change directions, and that'll be pretty much the end of this video. Yeah, there she is. She turns and looks. I'll ask her to go the other way. So off she goes. And we'll do the same thing on this other side, and you'll see that tomorrow or the next day in the part 2 of Mona. Remember, we're going to have her here for 3 or 4 months, work with her, get her going, and then we're going to offer her up for sale. So keep watching the videos, keep thinking about whether you think she'd work for you. She's Hancock bred horse. She's just really, really pretty sweet. Don't think she's ever going to be a really, really big horse. So if you have any questions about the horse, make sure you message me. And I want to thank you all for tuning in. Please share with your friends, and we'll see you down the trail.